Hi everyone and welcome. Gosh, is it good to have you here. I made some melt and pour, which I've done over and over again. I'll link to the video on how I do that, but some of it comes out nice and clear. Sometimes it comes... This is sort of the, I guess, disadvantage of being able to buy from, you know, someone where you can get that nice clear melt and pour. I mean, you can see through it, but you can see it's kind of an ambery color. I did a good job keeping the bubbles low on this because of what I want to use it for. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I have to cut it up and melt it down anyway, but I thought what I would do is last year I did my light up Christmas trees and snowflakes. This year I thought I would do some pretty Christmassy pine cones with my pine cone mold, the same one I used to make my resin cones with, but I thought it would be really pretty to do maybe some fun colors, maybe just some natural colors. This is all natural. Well, that depends on what you call natural. Is Everclear natural? It's made from vegetables. That's how they make alcohol. So it's made from a natural product. It's just fermented potatoes. I know there's a bit more to it than that, but so natural is, but here's what's in this. This is Everclear. It is sugar, potassium hydroxide. We've got some glycerin and a little bit of stearic acid, along with the only oil in here is coconut oil. So it's a good bubbly mix, or a good bubbly formula, I should say. And now all I've got to do is I'm going to cut this up into some blocks so we can get it melted and get our project started, put together. And I wanted to talk to you all about something and get your feedback on it. So if you would, right now, if you have the time, give me a thumbs up if you would. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope that you will. It really does help the channel if you don't mind. It doesn't cost anything, and you won't get a lot of advertising or anything like that from me. It just lets you know when a new video is out. But one of the things I want to talk to you all about is that I was wondering if you would be interested, and if you would be, I want you to post in the comments, please. Right now would be a good time to leave a comment and let me know if you would be interested in coming to a Zoom meeting with me where we could just chat. You know what a Zoom meeting is by now. Everybody does with the pandemic. Because what we can do is I can do a Zoom room and stream it on YouTube. So it helps the channel, but it also allows other people who can't attend the Zoom meeting to actually view the Zoom meeting after it's over. Doesn't that sound cool? If it sounds like something you'd be interested in, I would appreciate it if you would just post in the comments. Yes, I would, you know, whatever. Yes, you'd be interested in coming to a Zoom meeting with a bunch of us where we could talk and laugh and actually share our voices, and I'll go on camera and you can go on camera if you like. That's completely up to you, of course. Let me know your thoughts. And you don't have to go on camera at all. You don't even have to speak if you don't want to. But you can come and you can watch the rest of us make fools of ourselves and laugh and have some fun. I just thought we could all use some levity and just time away from our lives, maybe just a bit, to be silly, and maybe you could learn something, or I could learn something from you. Yeah, let me know your thoughts if this is something that you would like to do. And if you would, I will set it up. I did a test today. Some of you may have seen it. I did do a test today being Tuesday evening. after work. I did a short test of it to make sure it would work, and it worked great. It streamed to YouTube perfectly, and that's what I was hoping, because that way it benefits my watch time, which is an important thing to YouTube. It shows them your channel is active and people are actively engaged in it, and you can make sure you keep your channel because they do get rid of smaller, or what they consider channels that aren't as productive or busy. And we are small here on Soapy Oaks Farm. This is not a big channel like excuse me, like Royalty Soaps or some of the others. And I'm not looking to achieve that. I just want to stay alive, keep the channel going, because this brings me a lot of pleasure. It lets me get to know each of you. And by doing this streaming like I was talking about, I just thought this would be a good way to add some content to the channel, but for us to actually be able to fellowship with each other. Wouldn't it be fun to hear the voices of some of the people that you may have chatted with here before? You even get to look at my ugly old mug, and maybe I can actually, maybe some of you will come on camera too, and I'll get to see some of you. If this sounds like something you're interested in, let me know. Now, of course, bandwidth can always be an issue. The internet, I live rurally. My internet can be a bit unpredictable at times, so it might be a little glitchy. If it works at all. You know, who knows, the whole thing may just be a bust in the end. But I'm willing to give it a try. I'm willing to fail. That doesn't... In case you're worried about this is a dull knife. I just use it for cutting things like this. I use it for cutting melt and pour, or some of the harder butters, cocoa butter, things like that. All right, so that's it. I got it all chopped up into little chunks now. This is still warm. I just made this batch tonight. And I like to do this early on my homemade. I like to use it quickly so it doesn't start sweating, because otherwise I have to wrap it up and all that kind of stuff, but I want to use this right away. So now what I'm going to do is let me get a container, put all this in it, and start the meltdown process. So bear with me. So I got about 32 ounces of it melted. It looks like it's already skimming over. Another issue with my homemade. Anyway, so I'm going to pour about half of this into another container because of the way I'm going to pour this. There was a piece that wasn't quite melted. I'm going to add just a little bit of my, this is spinach and spirulina and a bit of oil. And I'm just going to put a tad, tiny few drops in, very little. I just want to tint it. I don't want to dye it. This is my fragrance, so I'm going to add in half here, about half. My fragrance is cedarwood, fir, and pine needle. A little bit of everything there. And the essential oils may cloud it a little bit. I know that color sure didn't come through. I wanted a little bit more than that. Let me put a little bit more in. I just want to tint it. I don't want to color it green, but I want it to be tinted green. I want it to be clear enough for the light to shine through. This is my quirky little pine cone molds that are a little flippy floppy. But because it's melt and pour, they'll cool pretty quickly and be ready to take out the mold, especially in this cold room, which is why it's already hardy. Now, again, I'm only pouring these half full. A little more. So I'm a little embarrassed to say I made a mistake, but luckily with your homemade glycerin soap, it's easy to fix your mistakes, right? What I realized was I only filled these half full, then put in the lights, and I got thinking about it, and it's like, wait, the lights will only light the top part of the tree because the lights only shine. This is the battery side, and there's the light side. And so they would only be lighting the top part of the tree, and the bottom would be dark. So what I'm going to do is I've taken them out, remelted it, and I'm going to pour them almost to the bottom or the top, depending on how you look at things, and then let it set. Then I'll set the light in almost right here at the surface, then just cover it a bit, the top, with what's left of the soap. That way the light will shine up through the whole tree. Hope that makes sense. Through the whole tree. I've been saying tree, I meant pine cone. My apologies. Anyway, okay, so this is all melted. Now we're going to do this again. So I'm doing them almost, but not quite full. Trying to do them all about the same. Of course, doing this a bit by eye, but that's okay. I think I actually got a couple of them a little full, but I'm only showing you one set. I'll be making about 50 of these probably, because I'm going to give several of them away to some local kids. When I say kids, these are high school kids. The local 4-H. They weren't able to do their exhibits this year because of COVID, and I don't know, I just feel bad for these kids, so I'm putting together some little gift packages for them for Christmas, and this is going to be part of that. These are country kids, they're raised around pine trees. This will mean something to them. Just spraying the tops of them to help with any air bubbles, but also to make a mess. No, to also make it easier to adhere the next level too. So now we're going to do this again. I'm going to let these set up and we'll come back and add the lights and pour the remainder. Okay, so I'm now going to do this again. This time, topping them off. Another spray. Just get rid of any little bubbles. Then we'll come back and take them out like that. Oh, welcome back. It's time now to take them out. I'm really excited about these. I don't know why. I've done the Christmas trees, I've done the snowflakes, but somehow the pine cones with the multicolor lights seemed like such a more fun idea. But we're going to find out how it works here as soon as I get them out of the mold. There we go. Aren't they pretty? What do you think? Oh, I think they're wonderful. Oh, these are going to be fun. Now, the color, I wanted them to have a more of a green tone, but you know, I kind of think the amber color works pretty well. I will make some more and try to add more green, because I really would like to see a little more green. Because obviously we can't go natural pine cone color, because if we went natural pine cone color, they'd be dark brown and no light's going to shine through them like these. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these out. And I'm making a lot of these. You're seeing just part of it. Like I said, I'm going to be giving some fun gift baskets, or gift packages, I should say, to the local high school kids from the 4-H. I'm really excited about that. I hope I'm doing some animal soaps for them, just a couple different things that I hope will cheer them up. And the auction that I had for the soaps that were auctioned off, those Texas soaps that I did, those were made from the local mineral waters from here, and those sold at auction. And keep in mind, this was a charity auction, for $22 each. I was like, for a bar of soap, are you people nuts? But the money went to a good cause, and that's really all that counts. And what with these, like I said, I'm going to donate a portion of them, and I'll put some in the shop too, and because I want you to be able to enjoy these too. They smell fantastic. The fragrance coming off of these is just glorious, and I couldn't be happier. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I had so much fun putting it together and sharing it with you. These are going to be so much fun. Think about these in your bath or shower, and they move at the slightest movement. Here's what I want to show you. So, like just walking into the room, see, I just barely tapped it, and this is a pretty stable surface. Well, maybe, there you go. But sometimes walking into a room or something, bumping into something, and they light up, it is so much fun. Now, I haven't done these before, but I've done the Christmas trees and the snowflakes, and I love those in the bathroom. Anyway, there they are. I hope you enjoy these as much as I do. I'll stick some in the shop tonight, so you'll see them listed. It was a lot of fun putting these together. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, everyone. It's going to be a wonderful December. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. There's so much more fun coming, and I can hardly wait to share it with you all. All right, goodbye.